A lot of Filipinas fantasize about letting go of the good girl image in private. Oops. What do Filipinas really want in a man? You've heard the rumors, the stereotypes, the wild guesses, but today I'm going to reveal provocative truths about what Filipinas secretly desire. The kind of truths my Filipina sisters rarely admit publicly. Stick around because these insights might surprise you and maybe turn you on a little. I promise this will be a fun, naughty, but nice ride. Hello everybody, I'm Chrissy, co-author of Fly Me to the Philippines, The Modern Man's Guide to Finding Love Here in Paradise. I grew up in the Philippines, proud Filipina right here, and have personally interviewed Filipinas about dating across cultures. And yes, I've basically heard everything from sweet to the scandalous. And in this video, I'm spilling the tea on what Filipinas really want in relationships with foreign men. And buckle up because in this video as well, you will discover 5 secret fantasies Filipinas giggle about with their best friends but won't admit to you. The truth about older men's appeal, why a dad bod and some gray hair can actually be a turn-on. And there's a hint. It's not just about money. 3 big mistakes older guys must avoid. The deadly dating scenes that make Filipinas run away fast. Inside tips on navigating Filipina culture. How to impress her and her family. And why that matters more than you think. And later, I'll expose the one man every Filipina friend warns her to stay away from. But secretly, every girl wants a taste of. Oh yes. We're going there. Sounds juicy? You bet. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss a second. Let's get started. The 5 secret fantasies Filipinas won't admit. Let's start with the fun stuff. Fantasies. You might think Filipinas are shy and conservative. And sure, we can act shy. But behind that demure smile, some of us have very active imaginations. Here are 5 secret fantasies Filipinas often won't admit out loud, especially not to you. But they definitely swap stories about what close girlfriends after 2 margaritas. Number 1, the Prince Charming rescue. Being saved by her man. Many Filipinas grow up with Disney dreams and telenovela plots on our heads. The secret fantasy? A knight in shining armor, or maybe a Western man on a white sand beach who sweeps her away from hardship into a life of love and adventure. It's not purely about money, it's about feeling chosen and cherished. She imagines a man who says, "Pack your bags, my love. I'm taking care of you and your family." One friend of mine admitted she used to daydream that a foreign boyfriend would show up and pay off her mom's debts. Then, whisk her off to travel the world. It's the classic Cinderella story, minus the pumpkin coach, plus a first-class plane ticket. Hey, a girl can dream, right? Number 2, mentor and muse. The wise older man and the eager younger woman. This is that slightly taboo fantasy of the experienced man teaching a girl about life, love, and other things. Think Lost in Translation or those romance novels with the worldly gentleman and innocent ingenue. A lot of younger Filipinas secretly find the idea of a mentor lover exciting. An older guy who introduces her to new ideas, cultivates her talents, guides her. She's his muse. He's her teacher. I once talked to a Filipina. She's 25 with a 52-year-old husband. Giggled confessing that she loved it when he taught her how to cook his favorite Italian dishes. And of course, improve her English. She said, it felt sexy that he knew so much. Every evening was like a private lesson with a hot professor. And yes, sometimes I dressed for the occasion. It's brains over brawn, experience over youth, and it can be a huge turn on. Number 3, the protective provider. Feeling safe in his arms. This fantasy taps into a deep cultural desire, feeling secure and protected. Life in the Philippines can be tough. Economic struggles, safety concerns, so the idea of a man who's a strong protector is very alluring. She imagines him by her side when walking past the sketchy parts of town, or defending her honor when someone disrespects her. A man who says, "Don't worry, I got you, and our future covered," gives a Filipina that warm, tingly feeling of safety. One shy province girl told me her heart fluttered when her older foreign boyfriend stepped in to politely confront a rude guy harassing her at a mall. She said, "I've never had someone stand up for me like that." She said, "It was so masculine. In her fantasy world, he's part knight, part bodyguard, part sugar daddy. Of course, the good kind who protects, not the creepy kind who controls. Basically, her rock in stormy seas." And let's be real, a lot of Filipinas fantasize about being enveloped in the arms of a taller, bigger Western man where she feels like nothing but can touch her. It's not just erotic, it's comforting. Number 4, the trophy couple. Proud arm candy, turning heads together. Okay, this one we'll never admit, but here it is. Some Filipinas secretly enjoy the idea of being someone's trophy, and of having a trophy of their own. It's a two-way fantasy. On one hand, she imagines walking into a room on the arm of a distinguished foreign man, and everyone is whispering, "Wow, she snagged him." That pride of being chosen by a high-status guy. On the other hand, she's also fantasizing about showing him off. "Look, I get myself a handsome foreigner." There's a bit of cheeky one, upmanship among some girls. Whoever's dating the most impressive foreign guy kind of wins bragging rights. We're not proud of this, but it happens. And if he's older, successful, maybe a little famous in the expat community, the fantasy is being that power couple everyone notices. Picture a gorgeous young Filipina in a stunning dress and her silver fox partner in a suit, arriving at a party and all eyes are on them. She's thinking, they're all jealous, and I love it. Meanwhile, he's thinking, yep, that's my beautiful girl. It's vanity, it's ego, and it's a bit naughty to admit. But it's a real fantasy for some. Don't worry, we also want love, but a little envy from others? That's icing on the cake. Number 5, power play in the bedroom. Good girl by day, naughty vixen by night. By day, many Filipinas are polite, soft-spoken, even conservative. But behind closed doors, let's just say Maria Clara, our ideal of a demure Filipina lady, but might secretly have a wild side. A lot of Filipinas fantasize about letting go of the good girl image in private. Oops. This could mean different things for different ladies. Some want a man to take charge, the fantasy of an older, experienced lover who confidently leads and isn't afraid to take control. She might act shy about intimacy in public, but fantasizes about a man who brings out her inner tigress when they're alone. Being in control for once, perhaps seducing him with some daring lingerie or surprising him with handcuffs. Personally, I don't like that, but yes, I said handcuffs. Naughty, huh? Don't look so shocked. We're still talking about advertiser-friendly, fuzzy handcuffs. The point is, many Filipinas have rich imaginations when it comes to spicing up love. But cultural modesty means we pretend butter wouldn't melt in our mouth. As the saying goes, Maria Clara in the streets, but a little wild under the sheets. We just won't admit it to anyone, except maybe to the one best friend or on YouTube to thousands of viewers, apparently. Lucky you. Surprised? Maybe you thought Filipinas only fantasize about your credit card or US visa. Nope. The reality is, like women everywhere, we have romantic and yes, sexual fantasies that go far beyond material stuff. Sure, a stable life is nice. More on that in a minute. But trust me, that butterflies in the stomach excitement is a huge part of what we secretly crave. Now that I've bared some of our secret daydreams, it's time to get real about why you, Mr. Older Foreigner, are actually so appealing to Filipinas. Some of these reasons will stroke your ego. Others might sting a little. Ready? Let's dive deeper. And don't forget, later I'm revealing that forbidden type of man we can't resist, even though we know we should. Time to bust some myths and get into the real reasons why so many young Filipinas fall head over heels, or at least willingly into step with older Western men. Spoiler alert, it's not just about money or a green card. Let's talk about what qualities and benefits Filipinas actually value in a partner, especially an older foreign partner, and why age gap relationships are so common and successful here in the Philippines. Stability and security, financial and emotional. Yes, stability does matter. A lot. Many Filipinas come from modest backgrounds. If we find a man who's financially stable, not necessarily rich, just responsible and secure, it's incredibly attractive. Think of it this way. The Philippines can be chaotic. A stable man is like a safe harbor in a storm. And it's not gold digging to want a partner who can provide for a family. In our culture, it's seen as smart and responsible. But it's not only the wallet. It's also the emotional stability that tends to come packaged with an older man. Older guys have been through life's ups and downs. They're generally calmer, patient, less likely to freak out over small things. That is gold to a Filipina. As one woman told me, my young ex used to disappear for days after a fight. But my 55-year-old fiancé? He talks things out. He makes me feel secure. Here and here. Emotional security. Knowing he won't run off at the first sign of trouble is priceless. When we talk about maturity and respect, culturally, we Filipinos are taught to respect our elders and value maturity. So when a man comes along who's mature, respectful, and grounded, it is refreshing. Many Filipinas prefer a man who acts like grown-up. Shocking, I know. Older Western men often have this polite confidence. They say thank you, they open doors, they listen when we talk. It's gallantry that some younger guys lack. And here's the kicker. Respect is a two-way street. A lot of older foreigners appreciate Filipino culture. They try our food, learn a few phrases, respectful gesture. That makes our hearts melt. We adore men who respect our family and traditions. In return, we show huge respect and care for our man. It becomes a beautiful loop of you take care of me, I take care of you. Life experience and confidence. There's something undeniably attractive about a man who's been places and done things. Western men often bring a worldly perspective, interesting stories, skills, and a sense of confidence that comes from experience. Many of us find that super sexy. You've traveled, you've had a career, you maybe raised kids or built a business. All that makes for great conversation and admiration. As one Filipina put it, young guys talk about video games and gossip. Older guys talk about life. You're like this book full of stories and knowledge. And confidence? Whew. A man who knows who he is and is not trying to impress anyone is magnet. Commitment and family orientation. Most Filipinas aren't looking for a casual fling or situationship. Culturally, we're generally marriage-minded, or at least we value long-term commitment. A lot of younger local guys, sorry to say, have a reputation for playing around. By contrast, older men, especially foreigners who come here seeking a partner, are often very serious about settling down. That's a huge plus. We dream of a stable family, a home, maybe kids. If a man shows he's ready to commit, that's sexy in a ways abs will never be. Provider and protector qualities. This might ruffle some feathers in the West, but in the Philippines, it's still quite traditional. The man is expected to be the provider and protector. Many Filipinas embrace that. We're happy to let you lead, to let you be the man of the house. So to speak, as long as you respect us and value our input. An older foreign man usually fits the provider role well. And being the protector, it's not just about physical protection, it's about having our back. This can mean standing up for us or helping navigate big decisions or simply making us feel everything will be okay. A 19-year-old guy might leave you hanging. A 59-year-old man is more likely to say, "Don't worry, we'll solve it together." Provider doesn't mean we won't work or contribute. Many of us do work or want, like me, but knowing our man can carry the weight in hard times lifts a huge burden from our shoulders. It lets us focus on nurturing the relationship and family, adventure, and new experiences. Surprise! It's not all serious stuff. Another reason Filipinas love foreigners is fun. Dating a Westerner is like opening a door to a bigger world. We get to learn about your culture, maybe travel abroad, try new foods, celebrate new holidays. It's very exciting. You're exotic to us just as we are to you. Yes, you are exotic over here. Imagine that. Many Filipinas find Western men's candidness and humor refreshing compared to shy local guys. You might crack jokes or flirt more boldly, and while we'll blush, we secretly enjoy it. Now, before this goes to your head, let me clarify. Love is not guaranteed just because you have these qualities. You still gotta be a good man. Most Filipinas aren't desperate. We're selectively looking for someone who treats us right and fits our values. Alright, time for some tough love. Not everything is rosy in paradise. Some foreigners do screw things up royally. Let's save you from that fate. Coming up next, the biggest mistake older men make that turn off Filipinas and how not to be that guy. But first, a quick confession and some important advice, especially if you're meeting Filipinas online. Consider this a mini public service announcement that might save you thousands of dollars. The secret vetting every man needs. Can we talk about something serious for a moment? Scams. Now, I love my Filipina sisters, but I'll be honest, some of them give the rest of us a bad name. You've seen the stories, sweet young thing online who suddenly has constant emergencies that require money, or the girl who's chatting with 5 foreigners at once, stringing each along. Sadly, it happens. The Philippines has its share of professional flirts and online scammers targeting Western men like you. And if you're not careful, you could end up as ATM, not a boyfriend. And women sometimes lie about their age, marital status, whether they have kids, you name it. But here's the good news. Their social media never lies. What do I mean? Well, whatever someone's mouth is saying, their Facebook or Instagram is usually telling the real story. That's why I started offering an open source social media investigation service. Fancy term, I know. Basically, I quietly vet Filipina profiles for foreign clients. With just a few details, I can often find if she's got a secret husband or foreign boyfriends, or if all those model photos she sent you are actually from some Filipina actresses or models. I've seen it all. The single lady who was very much married with 2 kids found her wedding photos on her cousin's Facebook. Or the girl who claimed she'd never dated a foreigner, but a quick search showed she was in the 3 different expat dating groups. Let's talk about self-sabotage we need to avoid, shall we? Mistakes older guys make and how to avoid them. Nobody's perfect, not even you, dear viewer. Even if you're an amazing catch, there are few blunders I've seen Western men commit over and over that send Filipinas running for the hills. Let's make sure you're not that guy. Mistake number 1, treating her like a commodity or an employee. This one's a biggie. Some older fellows come to the Philippines thinking their money makes them king. They shower a girl with gifts or flash cash around thinking that will win her heart, or worse, that they own her. Huge turn off. Yes, we talk about financial stability being attractive, but no genuine Filipino wants to feel bought. Like a paid companion, not a loved girlfriend. The lesson: generosity is wonderful, but don't hold it over her head. And also don't assume money alone entitles you to her loyalty or affection. Our culture is actually pretty service-oriented. Many women will cook, clean, and serve you happily, if you appreciate them. If she feels like a commodity, she'll quietly plan her exit. Or at least her heart will. Mistake number 2, insecurity, jealousy, and acting like a daddy. In a bad way. Alright, older gents, time for a gut check. One issue I often see is insecurity because of the age gap. It's understandable. You're 55, she's 25, and you worry she'll prefer a younger guy. But if you let that insecurity turn into controlling behavior or constant jealousy, you're shooting yourself in the foot. We have a subscriber who opened up to us. Let's call him John, age 58, and once told us that he's texting a 22-year-old Filipina girlfriend every hour, and if she didn't reply within 10 minutes, he'd freaked out. He admitted he felt she could slip away any moment. What did the girl do? She slipped away for real. Now, I know some of you are thinking, Chrissy, this sounds like a lot of work. Can I just sip a mojito on the beach with a pretty young thing and not worry about all this serious stuff? Sure, if you want something superficial, but if you want a real relationship that lasts, the kind full of love, laughter, and passionate nights, then putting in the effort to understand and respect each other is so worth it. And trust me, a Filipina in love will move heaven and earth for you. You'll wonder how you ever lived without her. Alright, we've covered fantasies, the genuine attractions, and the big no-nos. You've stuck with me this long. I think you're ready. It's time to address the teaser I dropped earlier. The one type of man we say we don't want, but oh baby, we secretly get tempted by. Get ready because this is where it gets a little controversial. The man she warns her sister about but secretly wants. So, who is this mystery man? The one every Filipina friend would tell us to avoid like plague. Yet many girls find irresistible against their better judgment. It's none other than the charming playboy, the silver-tongued older bad boy. I'm talking about that smooth foreign guy with the cheeky grin, a reputation for romancing multiple Filipinas, and a swagger that says, I know I can have you. You know the type, he's maybe in his 50s or 60s. He's dated half the town, or so the rumor says, and he's got stories for days. Every Filipino girl will whisper to a naive girl, stay away from him. He's a playboy. He's a sweet talker. And we do heed those warnings, for the most part. But deep inside, many of us are crazy curious about him. Let me paint a picture. There's a foreign guy at a popular expat bar in Manila. We'll call him Steve. Steve's 62, dresses well, and when he walks in with that confident stride, the young women notice. He chats up a group of ladies with effortless charm. They know his reputation, a heartbreaker who never settles. One of those girls might be texting her friend, oh my gosh, that's Steve, total playboy. Don't fall for him. Meanwhile, her heart is beating faster and she's laughing at his jokes. She's thinking, he's a trouble, but maybe just a little coffee date? What's the harm? It's the allure of the forbidden. We want to touch the fire even we know it could burn us. Why? A few reasons. First, confidence is sexy, and the playboy has it in spades. He knows women and makes a Filipina feel like the only girl in the world. For that moment, that can be intoxicating. Second, there's the challenge. A lot of women, not just Filipinas, have this secret fantasy, I'll be the one to tame the bad boy. The idea that out of all the girls, he'll choose me and finally settle down in a seductive fairy tale, with a bit of ego mixed in. It almost never works out that way. But hey, fantasies aren't logical. Now, personally, I'm not endorsing this type of guy for a happy life. Usually, he's a recipe for tears. But you wanted the truth, and here it is. Many Filipinas have a weakness for a confident, flirty foreign man, even if we know he's kind of a player. We'll warn our sisters and friends, don't trust him, he'll break your heart. All while secretly daydreaming, what would it be like to be with him? Just once. It's the classic moth to a flame scenario. Naughty, exciting, and usually fleeting. So, what does this mean for you? Well, if you happen to be this charming playboy type, maybe a little lecture. If you're leading women on left and right, you're bad. But it's your life. Just know that Filipinas might simultaneously chase you and curse you out in our group chats. You'll have no shortage of company, but perhaps not a lot of trust or lasting love until you change your ways. And if you're not that guy, but worry about competing with him, don't. A fling with Mr. Playboy might be exciting, but it burns out. Many Filipinas learn, some the hard way, that the steady, devoted man, maybe a little less flashy, is the real treasure. Be your genuine self, and you'll attract a Filipina who values you deeply. You don't need to put on a Playboy act to win her heart. In fact, please don't. There are enough of those guys. What we need are the good men. Feeling a bit more enlightened or at least entertained? Good. If you've made it this far, you're serious about understanding Filipinas, and that already puts you miles ahead of the average guy. Imagine waking up in the Philippines next to a woman who absolutely adores you, who brings you coffee wearing your oversized t-shirt, who laughs at your corny jokes, who cares for you when you're sick, and who lights up like sunrise when you walk into the room. She's just out there. That Filipina who will love you firstly. And guess what? She's dreaming of you too. The faithful, loving foreign man who'll cherish her. Two people, two backgrounds, maybe a big age gap. But if you both come with genuine hearts, it works. Love finds a way here in this beautiful archipelago of 7,641 islands. Now, to help you turn this dream into reality, here's how I can be of assistance beyond these videos. First, if you want personalized guidance, we offer one-on-one consultation on expat life and dating guidance. Just check the description box below or email us at flymetothephilippines@gmail.com. Always remember, fly smart, fly with confidence, only here from Fly Me to the Philippines.